All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Knoxville Raceway here tonight. We are driving the 410 sprint cars live here on the Dirt Collective. We are OCTV, going to bring you flag-to-flag coverage of the Team VLR fun run here with the sprint cars. Going to be using the same format as we did on, I believe it was Wednesday night or Thursday night. I actually can't remember, but gonna have some fun here. Bunch of heats ready, qualifying, getting ready to start momentarily as well. And of course, I believe this is Dirt Collective just came on as a sponsor for the Sprint Car Series, so it's going to be the series title is going to be the Accelerated Sprint Car Series presented by the Dirt Collective. So thanks for guys over there at Dirt Collective for coming on, and I believe it's going to be a pretty decent booth tonight as well. We got the man from down under, Brett Wheeler, going to be joining me in here. How you doing tonight, Brett?
Sorry, I'm a bit late, but yeah, better late than never, I guess they say.
Yeah, you got that right. So out here with the 410 sprint cars, I believe this is going to be the first time you get to see this heat format in action. If you've already seen it, tell me how you like it.
Yeah, I was actually watching the late model. Was it the late models or the modified the other day? So I thought you guys both done a fantastic job in that, and I thoroughly enjoy the heat racing action with the iRacing service. So it should be a good night tonight.
All right. Well, only looks like we have about about 47, 48 cars out here tonight. So, a lot of the familiar faces. You know, Eric Huff out here, he's going to be running the servers. Weaver, the Moeller brothers are back again, Mike and Mark. Good to see them back. Ted Yett, Cole Newhoff, and Chris Brenner. Also, Simmelman has crawled out from underneath the rock that he was under. And others here tonight as well. Chad Wheeler in the building as well.
It's going to be exciting, let me tell you that. Yeah, I think how many did you say? We've got nearly 40 cars here tonight, so it should be 4 heat races of 10 cars. And look, it's Knoxville Raceway. It's a sprint car capital of the world, so fitting to see the sprint cars return back to Knoxville Raceway. As you said earlier on, a little pre-run before the main VLR series gets underway in, I think, less than about 2 weeks.
Yeah, and looking at February 18th, I believe, should be the start for the next Big 3 series. They run Sunday nights is going to be the Accelerated Sprint Car Cup presented by the Dirt Collective. Monday night's going to be the Accelerated Modified series, and on Wednesday is going to be the Accelerated Late Model series. So looking forward to it. Schedule should be coming out for that in the coming days, but checkered flag flying on the practice session, getting ready to go into qualifying.
Normally we see 4 laps of qualifying in the VLR series. Tonight only 2 laps, so drivers are going to have to be on their game from the get-go.
Let's see, trying to find the car. We got Cole Newhoff out on the track, that number 8. I really dig the colors on that car. The white and that shade of blue just really pops. You can definitely pick that car out of everybody else's when they are racing. Newhoff, though, trying to see if he can't get a quick time here. He's at the line. He runs a 16.315. Going to give him a quick time as of right now, as David Kilinowski Jr. was out on the track as well and ran a 16.514. Lewis Hewitt, though, that's 666. He's always one fast guy out here. He just got knocked off the top spot by Chris Adams into 4. So Hewitt back into 2nd. We're on board with that number 18, the Dirt Collective car, Austin Simmelman. He's out here tonight making his first of 2 hot lap, running that high lane up there outside of the slick at the line. What has he got? He's got the pole. runs a 0.20 in that number 18. Almost about half the guys have qualified so far. So Simmelman, he did not improve on his lap time last time around. So I'm going to go on board with the 21 of Daniel Dow as he's on his first of 2 hot laps here tonight. Now, he's ran the last 2 fun run races with the mods and the late models. And he ends up always getting caught up in somebody else's stupid. But let's see if his luck can't change tonight. At 21, he went up to 6th quickest on the board. Of course, everybody's going to get separated into heats. All the heats are going to have an invert of 4. Top 3 from each heat move on to the feature later on tonight. And Dow actually up to 3rd quickest in that number 21 car. Looking for the 12 of Alex Bergeron, last year's champion, I believe. No. Simmelman actually won the championship in the sprints. Bergeron. No. I think Bergeron did win the championship. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look at the website. But that 12 qualifies with a 16.132. That's 9th quickest on the board right now. He's definitely got his work cut out for him, trying to get up to that top position. Simmelman right now, your pole sitter, did he do it? He did not. Got up to 3rd, though, on his 2nd lap. And just about 3/4 of the field has came out to qualify. I think the 56 of Mike Molnar is getting ready to go out onto the track. Yeah, there he goes. Getting that 56 warmed up, coming out of turn number 2. Gonna be interesting to see here. We've pretty much both the seasons that we've covered for VLR, we've gotten about halfway through the season in a 410, and then we end up finishing in the 360s. 410, a lot of motor underneath them, and some of the drivers, get a little have a little bit of heavy of a right foot. So I don't know what happened there, but Molnar actually does not get to set down a qualifying time. He did hit the wall going through. Stephen Renault out on the track as well in that 1:15, yet to put down a time. He's got a 16.457, and he's going to go ahead and finish that out. Once you hit the wall on iRacing, you're done on your qualifying lap for that one. And qualifying going to wrap up here in just a few short minutes. Don't know why they gave him 7 minutes to qualify for 2 laps. I mean, that kind of seems a little excessive, but we've got all but 5 cars taking time. The 40 to 36 are out of the server. Molnar tried to get time. Ted Liette hadn't got timed either. Neither did Jeff Nevins. Or Chad Gammertsfelder. Sorry. Looking like we're going to have 5 heats. Heat 1 going up now. And Austin Simmelman did get the quick time here tonight. So, going to go through our starting order for them here in a second. Yeah, I finally got somebody out there. I'm going to let them grid up. And we're going to get this show on the road. These things happen really fast with this new format. I mean, it's bit, bam, boom. As soon as one heat's done, the other heat's getting ready to go out onto the grid. So, it's going to be a quick 5 heat night. Then a consolate or a couple of should be a C and a B main, I believe. I don't think we'll need the D main, but run those, and then we'll get to our feature later on tonight. And the grid is up on heat number 1. And actually, we're going to pull Dylan up into the booth as well. He helped me out a couple of days ago, and we're going to see how it goes here. Eddie Ryan going to be your pole sitter for this heat. David Heileman and all the Heilemaniacs out there rolling off on the outside of row number one. Excuse me. Chris Brenner in that 84 going to roll off in third. The 18 of Austin Simmelman after the 4-car invert going to be starting in fourth. 34 of Matty Arnold in fifth. The 30 of Devin Frazier in sixth. Drew Phillips in the 22, seventh. Jared Crumrine in the 33 in 8th, and the 316 of Chad Gammersfelder, in 9th. You'll see the grid. Well, the grid thing didn't exactly work out as we planned, so the ticker on the top will show you the correct order here and where they're starting from. So 10 laps here around Knoxville in these 410 sprint cars, and Dylan, I'm excited to get this one started. I know you are too. All right, well, we're having technical issues with Dylan there. So, Brett, you good now?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Lovely Australian internet just happened while qualifying, but just loading back in now, and it's almost loaded up.
All right. Well, by the time you get back here, we'll have the green flag out one more time around the half mile here at the Knoxville Raceway. 410 sprint cars. Eddie Ryan, that 39. Blue and black, red numbered machine going to be starting on the pole. The 29 of Heileman, we know him from a couple of these seasons ago. So that 29, he's going to be one to watch out for. But all eyes are going to be on that 18 of Austin Simmelman as we are ready to go green. Don't forget about that 84 Chris Brenner either. Top 3 advance. Here we go. Heat number 1. And green flag is out. Heileman gets a good jump on that 39 of Eddie Ryan. They're side by side going into turn number 1, and there goes Heileman to the outside. He's trying to get this lead early here as we're coming around to complete lap 1. Ryan real slow. Here goes Simmelman around him into second.
Yeah, a couple of VR teammates running 1-2 right now. Heileman leads all the Heilemaniacs, and Simmelman back there in second. Simmelman going to look to the low side into turn number 3 and 4. Going to throw the big slide job. David Heileman drives back around the outside. Nice job. Here comes the 84 of Chris Brenner up to third.
Yeah, Brenner fighting for that last transfer spot with Eddie Ryan. They still have a lot of time left here, and Ryan is going to have to fall back into the tire tracks of that number 84 as everybody's working that high lane right now. Nobody else is close to that position, so Brenner right now, all he's got to do is just maintain, keep that car in third, and he will transfer over to the feature later on tonight.
The top 3 go directly into tonight's feature. The rest of the guys will go on to the B main and also the C main as well, potentially even as far as back as maybe a D main, just depending on how many cars we have. But right now, it's David Heileman. He's leading down the back straight away. We're 4 down and 6 laps to run halfway as he comes out of turn number 4. He's going to have pressure from the 18 of Austin Simmelman right now.
Simmelman, one of the fastest guys in a sprint car on the service. Him and Bergeron pretty much, they're neck and neck anywhere they go. But Simmelman right now, he wants to take that checkered flag home for this heat win. Going to give him, I believe it should start him on the pole for the feature as well as here goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to throw the slider. He gets it. Heileman backs off with the crossover here. Heileman's got a little bit of momentum, but he is now back in second. Simmelman to the point.
It's a matter of either you start first or start fourth. You finish second, you start on the outside of the... Oh, actually, worse than that. Anyhow, Austin Simmelman is your race lead as he comes off turn number 2, down into 3 and 4. Heileman, he's going to have pressure here from Chris Brenner here in these next couple of laps as they come out off turn number 4. It's 2 laps left to run.
Yeah, the top 3 have pulled away from the rest of the field. Ryan almost back there battling with Devin Frazier now, but the top 3, your transfers right now, they have just 1 more lap to go coming off of turn number 4. White flag out for Simmelman.
Brenner trying to do everything he can to catch that 29, but it's not going to happen off turn number 2. But meanwhile, into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat race number 1. It's going to be the 18 of Austin Simmelman takes home the checkered flag. We'll start tonight's main event on the pole. David Heileman gets second. He will start out of position number 6. Chris Brenner comes home in third. Fourth is Eddie Ryan, Devin Fraser, Matty Arnold, Chris Gamersfelder, Jared Crumrine, and Drew Phillips rounds out United Cars in heat race number 1.
And everybody from fourth on back going to have to go to, it should be at least a C main here tonight. I'm not sure about going all the way back to a D, but heat number 2 on the grid now. Getting ready to roll here. A couple of heavy hitters in this race as well. Jason Nygaard, number 7, going to have the pole to his outside to number 38 of Tommy Rowe. The 93 of Graham Boland going to roll off in 3rd. Chris Adams, after the invert, going to roll off in 4th. Trevor Chaney in the 99 in 5th. John Lepresto 6th. Chad Wheeler in 7th. And Jeff Nevins going to roll off in the 8th position. The back row is still not loaded in. Here we go. We got Wheeler out there. Let's see if is Nevins even still in here? It doesn't look like it, so everybody's ready to go. 7 cars for heat number 2.
And once again, we have another 10 laps on the distance as the cars roll out of pit lane, and 10 laps, 3 cars that will transfer directly into tonight's main event. In fact, as you said, we're going to have 5 heat races. I don't think there were definitely no D main. The C main they may scratch just because they may not have enough cars. They might have sort of 4 or 5. They might just tag the rest of the cars onto the back of the B, but definitely a B main for sure.
And out of that, we'll take, I believe it's the top 6 out of the B main will transfer over to the feature. We are going to have to jump servers for that feature. They want to run a little bit more than the 30 laps that iRacing allows for this format. But heat number 2 under command of the Pace truck, getting ready to roll off here. Jason Nygaard going to have command of the field, and that black number 7 to the inside of the red, black, and white 38 of Tommy Rowe.
So Jason Nygaard, a bit of a surprise packet here. He's consistent. It's nice to see Jason Nygaard actually lay down a good fast qualifying time and start on the pole of heat race number 2. Sorry, so he gets set and wait for the pace car to take the left-hand turn, and Nygaard will set the field underway, and we have a good start from Jason Nygaard and Graham Boland in the 93, wasting no time, getting right up into that 2nd spot.
Yeah, Tommy in that 38, he got caught sleeping just a little bit on that restart, as has a lot of the guys who start in 2nd place. Nygaard real loose on the front stretch. He's losing a ton of time. That pole position here in the heat not going to help him out at all. He's went all the way back to 5th. There goes 5th around him, 6th. He's going to the back of the pack as Boland now leading Chris Adams and Tommy Rowe, your top 3. Trying to figure out what happened to him. It just looks like the car just got out from underneath of him there. But Nygaard all the way back to the back. Boland and Adams, they're pulling away from Tommy Rowe. Tommy Rowe, he's going to have a challenge here in that 99 of Trevor Chaney, as that's where all the action is right now. There goes Wheeler on the inside in that 88. Trying to make that bottom work. The 99, though, of Chaney has that momentum, keeps that spot for right now. But that's not really going to help either of them out, as, Rowe right now sitting in that final transfer position. We are halfway here in heat number 2. Battle for the lead here is starting to heat up. This is a difference between starting 2nd in the feature or starting 7th in the feature. Chris Adams, who actually qualified or ran hot laps in 2nd, now getting ready to do battle with that number 93 of Boland. He's only got a couple of laps to do so. Hopefully they do it cleanly enough to where the top 2 doesn't get taken out, and both of them are going to have to do it the hard way through the C and B mains. But Graham Boland coming out of turn number 4. We got 2 to go here, and the battle for the lead is starting to heat up. There goes the 4 with the slider. Doesn't make it, though. Kind of kind of really shallow there with that slide job was the 4 of Adams. But white flag out for Graham Bowling now. The 4 of Chris Adams. I don't know if he's going to try it again. He might try it here in 3 and 4. But them and Tommy Rowe right now looking, oh my, what's happened to the 4? Chris Adams, he's slow on the racetrack. Tommy Rowe gets around him. That's going to give Trevor Cheney that final transfer spot. What happened to Adams? Did he run out of gas? He definitely pulled off and he got out of the car there. I don't know what happened there, but results there. Graham Boland, Tommy Rowe, Trevor Cheney go to the feature. Chad Wheeler just 1 spot shy. John Lopresto, Jason Nygaard, and Chris Adams, after just completely baffling me there, just pulls off the racetrack from second. So it does look like our Australian friend is having a little bit of issue here, but Dylan's going to come back into the booth with me, and I mean, tell me what you think about that.
Yeah, that's most definitely a ran out of fuel scenario. He was doing a great race, and you know, we went on board, and you just hear the engine completely cut off. He definitely lost power to that car. That's very disappointing for him. He had a great run.
Well, he's going to have to, you know, do it the hard way through the CMB. I think he actually decided to just get out of here. So, just missed the fuel by just a little bit. But heat number 3 out onto the track. You got the 31 of Corey Hines on pole for that. Howard Weaver in that 07 going to start on the outside of row number 1. Anthony Lopresto in the 3rd position. And Alex Bergeron, that number 12, definitely going to have to watch out for him. He's going to roll off in the 4th position after the 4-car invert. Ryan Martin in that 24 in 5th. Stephen Renault in the 6th position in the 115. Seth Cheney in the 25 in 7th. And the 331 of Ted Liette. Going to round out our 8-car field here tonight. It almost looked like 9 cars there for a second, but old Liette's lagging back just a smidgen here.
Yeah, I like this heat a lot. This heat's going to be a really fun heat to watch. You know, those top 4 guys or top 5 guys are very well known in the iRacing community, especially in the sprint cars series. So it's going to be really interesting watching Howard and Alex go around, and don't forget about Ryan Martin back in that 24 too. You know, a lot of fast drivers in this heat.
Yes, it is. Pace truck is off. We are down and away. Corey Hines wastes no time getting on the gas. Weaver, though, he needs some help there. He was very loose on the get-go. He's got Bergeron all over the back bumper of him, or all over the fuel tank there, as Bergeron trying to get that 3rd position out from Lopresto in that 57. He's got it easy right now. And Lopresto and Martin there, very loose coming off of turn 4. There goes Bergeron. He almost took over the whole lead there on one slide job, just about. Bergeron making a power move to the inside. He's got the slider hooked up right now. Hines back to second. Bergeron to the point.
You know, a lot of people say, how is Alex Bergeron that fast? We're right there. We saw it. You know, he's a wheeling machine. He went around and he went down and actually ran a race in a 305. He knows how to use these 410s. You know, he's a lot of people look up to him in the iRacing sprint car community. And right there, you just see how he is so fast and so strong in that sprint car.
Well, the big thing here is he's gone. He's in a whole nother zip code. That thing is on rails. He's checked out. I don't know how many more analogies I can use for that one, but Corey Hines, he's still in second after starting on the pole there. He did get into the wall a little bit when Bergeron was getting around him. But right now, Weaver and Lopresto, that's going to be the battle for the transfer spot. Is Weaver, he's found something in that car now. He's closing in on the back, the tank of the 31 of Hines. Trying to look through, see if there's any other, battles going on. I mean, not a lot of cars on the track, not a lot of action here once they get single file. But Bergeron, he's almost got a whole second over Hines right now. Weaver closing in.
Yeah, Weaver definitely watch Weaver go on into the corner. It's a complete different line. He's way down that right against that berm, and unlike Corey Hines, he's way up against the wall. Two complete different lines, but I don't know. Weaver seems like he's kind of falling back a little bit. I'm nervous if Howard might not have enough fuel in the tank. That's why he's taking that shorter way around.
Yeah, that is true, because I mean, we've already seen it once tonight. That would be bad for somebody in the top 3 to run out of fuel once again. Bergeron, though, he's coming to 2 laps to go, as we are looking at that 07 right now, and that new Dirt Collective paint scheme. Got to thank the guys over there at Dirt Collective for presenting our sprint car series when we start back up on the 18th of February. But white flag out for that number 12 of Alex Bergeron. He's running that inside line right now, too. He may be close on fuel as well. Doesn't look like he's losing any power, though. He's going to go through 3 and 4. Heat number 3 in the books. Alex Bergeron is going to be your winner. Corey Hines in second. And Howard Weaver in third. They advance to the A main later on tonight. Anthony Lepresto 1 spot short in 4th. Ted Liette rebounded from 8th to 5th. Seth Chaney from 7th to 6th. And Stephen Renault and Ryan Martin going to round out your field for heat number 3.
Boy.
Heat 4.
Look at the grid here. This is going to be... Got the Moeller brothers starting in the same heat with Dylan Zilliman.
Yeah, sure do. I didn't even see Dylan get in here, to be honest with you, but that number 3 car, he's definitely going to be one to watch out for, as we're going to go down your starting grid here. For heat number 4, the 97 of Mark Molnar going to start on the pole. Dylan Silverman in that 3, going to roll off in 2nd. I like that livery. He's got the OCTV stuff up there. That's pretty nice of them to do there. Nelson Webster in 3rd in that number 5, and Daniel Dow in the 21 going to start on the outside of row number 2. Ryan Gaunt in the 20 going to roll off in 5th. Jeffrey Rimpel should have been in 6th, but I don't know if he's actually in here or not. It doesn't look like he actually got into that session there. Eric Huff in the 14, going to roll off in 7th. And 8th goes to the 56 of Mike Molnar.
I'm kind of shocked seeing Mike way far that back, starting last place of this heat. A lot of work he needs to do in only 10 laps, but, man, I love this heat format. It's a shame that we cannot determine how many laps we can do in each heat and the feature, but man, iRacing has something going for them correctly, and this is just, I love seeing all the different names that we get to see, and if this heat shows anything that we've seen before, it's gonna be a battle to the final lap.
Yes, it is. Now we're going through 3 and 4, getting ready to unleash these 410 sprint cars here for heat number 4 on the night. Molnar of the Mark variety has command of the field. He's down and away. Green flag is out. Simmelman got a really good jump on him as well. That 3 car, he's looking to take over the lead coming off of turn number 2. He's got the momentum. Can he get the spot? He's not going to be able to get there. Going to the bottom. Is he going to slide it on up? He can't make the slide job stick. Molnar going to go back to the point, and here comes the 21 of Daniel Dow as well. This is about as racy as we've seen off of a restart, as Silverman got around Molnar there in turns 1 and 2. Molnar back to the high side. Silverman still on that bottom. Here comes Molnar with the crossover. Silverman really wide there, almost into the side of the 97.
That's not good at all. That's definitely a lot of handling issues in that car. Oh, look at him go sliding extremely a lot in that race car in turn 1 and 2. Do not want to see that much slide in a car, especially at a track like this.
Nah, one driver. Oh, Molnar's in the wall from the lead. Silverman underneath of him. He's going to get around him. No caution going to come out, but the other Molnar, Mike, in the 56, gets up to that transfer spot. As Mark, he is going to go ahead and take the tow. Who is that? The 13. Rimpel, he got back out onto the track. He wrecked in front of the whole field there, as we're not even halfway yet. Actually, this time we'll be halfway around. But that battle for that final transfer spot is starting to heat up. Daniel Dow and Mike Molnar, they're fighting for it right now. Give it to Dow at halfway.
Look at Mike, though. Mike is definitely falling off the pace. I don't know if he might have a little bit of suspension damage or something, but he is definitely falling off the pace. Is that number 20 of Ryan is right on his tail, gas tank pretty much, looking to maybe do a slide job here. Wonder if something happened with Mike's car as well.
Yeah, definitely going to have to find out on that. Dow now starting to pull away with that final transfer spot. Oh, the 20 gets into the 56 back here. Gaunt into the side of Molnar. And Both of them are still pointed in the right direction, but that's really going to hurt Molner's chances of trying to catch up to Dow. Dow actually the quickest qualifier in this heat. So he got the invert, started in 4th. Simmelman right now, Dylan, he is pulling away here. Nelson Webster 2nd, and Daniel Dow still your transfers right now. Molner, he's got to do something here, or else he's going to have to do it the hard way through the C and B mains here. But white flag out for Dylan Simmelman, coming through 1 and 2 for the final time here in heat number 4.
Contact!
Oh, big jump, Daniel Dow! Mike Molner, Nelson Webster got through it. It looks like Ryan Gaunt's going to steal it. Wow. He's going to finish in 3rd. The 20 car, he advances to the A feature after contact between a couple of our front runners here. And wow. That was a crazy into that race there. Dylan Silverman, your race winner, Nelson Webster, and Ryan Gaunt moving on. Mike Molner, Daniel Dow, Mark Molner, Jeffrey Rimpel, and Eric Huff. Gonna have to do it the hard way, but heat number 5 ready to roll here. And again, a lot of big names in this one.
Most definitely a lot of good name drivers in here as well. Cole Newhoff in number 8. We talked about him earlier in the practice. Josh Phillips, we have to make sure his mashed potatoes does not touch his pork chops. Lewis Hewitt in that 66. Very fast driver in any car he drives. Just 3 names that a lot of drivers know right off the top of their hands, but it's definitely be interesting watching those 3 drivers, as well as right now we have 7 other drivers on the track.
Yep, so Newhoffen going to have the pole here. Josh Phillips going to roll off in 2nd. The 27 of Wade Lamar in 3rd, and the 666 of Lewis Hewitt in 4th. The 00 of William Brickley going to roll off in 5th. The 15 of David Kilinowski Jr. in 6th. The 91 Ernie Williams Jr. in 7th, and Ben Satterley, I don't believe he was actually in here. Looking for him. No, he is not in here, so he is not on the track. 7 cars for our final heat. Then we move on to the C main, and this is about. I mean, a lot of heavy hitters in this race.
A lot of heavy hitters. A lot. Right now, it'll be interesting watching who advances. Last heat we saw how crazy it can go. You can be leading the race, and all of a sudden you can be done. So 7 drivers that are all hungry for that final position to get into the finals, into the AMA tonight. As pace cars coming off the track right now, leaving the flag up to Cole, and there goes Cole on that number 8.
Cole got a bad start. Cole has wrecked the home field in the front there. Phillips into the wall, all the way to the back of the pack here. Wow, Newhoffen got on the gas pedal way too early, way too hard. Let's see, that gives Hewitt, he's down and away. He's gone right now. Newhoffen back in the second. No, he's in the wall again.
Oh my goodness. This biggest thing compared to the late models and European modifiers is that these cars, all their suspensions right there. So if you bend it at all, it's going to be a tough ride, and it definitely looks like Cole has a lot of suspension damage as he's back up into the wall.
Yeah, 2nd place is heating up there. The 00 and the 27, Brickley and Lamar, they ended up touching in the middle of 1 and 2 last time around. Brickley has that 2nd position away from that 27. Here comes Newhoff, and he's got to fight back and try to get around either one of these drivers as they're it looks like Newhoff was shot out of a cannon on the exit of 2 there. Here goes Lamar to the inside. He's got Newhoffen. Oh, Lamar! Come on, dude. He almost lost it right there. Oh, Newhoffen in the wall again. The 8 car back into the wall, back into 4th. Lamar, he keeps that position right now.
I mean, we can look at these camos. Oh, no. Cole and... Oh, my goodness. They are just... I don't know if they realize that they're in a 4-time sprint car. I think they think they're in a bumper car right now, as they just making contact all over the place. But we can look at the track. The track is extremely used up. These 410 sprint cars, they are little, but they do a lot of damage on the track. Just look at how slick it is. explain probably why Cole's having so much of a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be something. I mean, this isn't like that 8 car at all. We've seen them plenty of times here through Team VLR's league sessions and stuff, and we're just about 3 wide for second place. We've got 3 laps to go. Back to the line. Here is Lewis Hewitt. He's crossing the stripe with 2 laps to go. There goes Lamar to the inside. He's got it from Brickley. Here comes Newhoffen into the mix as well. They just can't seem to get away from each other. As Newhoffen back into the wall there in turn 2. That 8 car, he's definitely got some damage in that machine. But white flag is out for Lewis Hewitt. He's got a 5-second advantage, almost 6 seconds over this battle here for second. Lamar, he's in the spot. Brickley, he needs to hold on to that 3rd spot. That's the final transfer. Newhoffen to the bottom. Oh, it's going to be a drag race to the line. Newhoffen gets it. He gets that final transfer spot in 3rd. Lewis Hewitt gets the win. Wade Lamar in the 27. And Cole Newhoffen, by the skin of his teeth, gets that final transfer spot. William Brickley, Josh Phillips, Dylan Kilinowski Jr., and Ernie Williams, the remainder of the field there, as our C main getting ready to go back live. And Brett, are we good now?
I hope so. I really do hope so. I do apologize.
Wow. That I don't know if you got to see any of that, but that was crazy.
You know what? I actually did get to see that last race. Nah, I had to see Lewis Hewitt pick up the win. So, but yeah, that's the contact there at the start. Well, it just goes to show you how slick the track is. I'll get it out eventually.
Yeah, but well, we are ready to roll here. C-Main action. We've got the starting grid for you real quick. The 25 of Seth Chady going to roll off on the pole. Mark Molnar in the 97 in second. The 15 of David Kilinowski Jr. in 4th. Chris Adams in that number 4. Going to roll off in 5th. The 115 of Stephen Renault in 6th. 7th goes to the 13 of Jeffrey Rimpel. The 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. in 8th. 9th place goes to the 33 of Jared Crumrine. And the 10th position goes to the 36 of Jeff Nevins. Actually, a couple of these guys already been in here. I know Nevins is not. Ryan Martin, he's definitely in the session at the number 14, or the number 24, excuse me. Eric Huff out here in the number 14 as well. And Drew Phillips going to round out our field here in that number 22. So if that last heat was any indication of how bad this track is, I think we're going to have some fun time trying to call these last couple of sessions here.
Well, there's a saying in Speedway, if you want to go fast, you must slow down. I think that's, with the track the way it is right now, how slick it is from top to bottom. There's still a little bit of grip left up right up along that the outside wall. You get your right rear tire in that grip, I think you should be good, but that bottom lane may just come in as well. So top 4 will advance into the back of tonight's B main. 8 laps in the distance. C main getting set to roll off turn number 4 this time.
And that B main, that's going to have a lot of good drivers in it. A lot of good drivers didn't advance through the heats, but here we go. We've got 15 drivers locked into the show later on, and we are green here. Seth Chansey on the gas pedal gets a good jump on the rest of the field. Second place in Gammertsfelter, I believe he started in second. He got caught sleeping here, and here comes Kilinowski Jr. in second. He's going to the inside. He wants to try to throw a slider on that 25, and here comes that 115 of Stephen Renault as well.
You haven't seen Stephen Renault. Oh, contact between Renault and the 15 of Kilinowski Jr. Kilinowski Jr. got a little bit out of shape in front of Renault, and the end result was Renault. He's stuck and he's gone back to the pit, so he's done and dusted. You got to feel sorry for the 115. Had no luck here tonight.
And Kilinowski actually got back into the wall as well as, let's see, Gammersfelter right there to 316. He was just in the wall there momentarily as well. Drew Phillips, though, coming from the back of the pack. He's into that final transfer spot ahead of Eric Huff right now. And we're side by side back here for second place. Oh, Gammersfelter into the wall again.
Yeah, Huff just needing one more spot to transfer into the back of tonight's B main. Can he do it? And then we take the top 9 out of the main half, a little bit out of shape, and here comes Phillips now. Phillips in that 22, right to the outside of the Gamersfelder off turn number 4. He makes a pass. Gamersfelder fights back on the inside into turn 1 and 2, side by side. Here comes the slider. No, Phillips looks back to the outside.
Yeah, he definitely lifted there. He saw it at 316, getting ready to come into his lane up there on the outside. He lifted there, and the 22, he's going to have to reset here. We only got 5 cars left out here on the racetrack. Well, we have 6, but the 33, he is not near this battle. As Huff's to the inside of that 22. That's the battle for that final transfer spot. And, Huff almost got it right there. Gamersfelder's out of whack as well as Seth Chaney. He's lost the lead here. I don't know if
out of fuel.
He's out of gas. So that resets this whole top 4 battle with David Kilinowski Jr. now on the point. Here comes Eric Huff in at 14 and Drew Phillips in the 22.
Yeah, Huff was scheduled to start on the outside of the 6th row, but I don't think there was that many cars. I think there might have only been about 10 cars to start this one, but they go to 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to keep it locked down on the low side, the 15 of Kilinowski Jr. He runs through the slick. Here comes Phillips. He takes over second as they come across the line. They both will get a transfer spot, but Kilinowski comes home with the win. You go back to Drew Phillips by half a tenth over Eric Huff, and Gamersfelder rounds out your top 4. Those 4 drivers will tag on to the back of tonight's B main.
And Seth Chaney, Jared Crumrine, Ernie Williams Jr., Stephen Renault, and everybody back there who did not even start the race are going to go home. So we have now 16 drivers fighting for 9 spots to get into the A feature here. And after this race, going to have a little bit of a buffer there, a 2-minute warm-up, and then we will go to our feature event. Only going to be 30 laps, a 6-car invert for that. 9 out of the B main transfer. So Eddie Ryan going to have the pole here. Chad Wheeler going to start to his outside in at number 88 on the front row. Anthony Lepresto in the 56 going to roll off in third. The 56 of Mike Molnar in fourth. The 00 of William Brickley rounds out your top 5. Then we go back to the 30 of Devin Frazier, the 71 of John Lepresto, and the 331 of Ted Lee 8, drivers 6 through 8 on the grid. Daniel Down, the 21, going to roll off in 9th, and Josh Phillips in the 9 rounds out your top 10. Matty Arnold in 11th. 12th goes to Jason Nygaard in the 7, and our C main top 4 in David Kilinowski, Drew Phillips, Eric Huff, and Chad Gamersfelder rounds out our 16-car field.
10 laps on the board for B main. Top 9 will go in to the back of the rest of the 15 cars that have already transferred through your heat races. So once again, we'll try and keep an eye on your top 9 or even your 9th place spot on the racetrack for that final transfer spot. As we got 1 to go as the sprint cars come out past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum down the back straight away. Eddie Ryan and Chad Wheeler, your front row, and this is going to be a pretty good race, hopefully. Very tough track conditions, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is for sure. We've seen that over the last couple of races, the last 2 heats, the C main, now the B main. Even more wear on the track as we are set to go. Green flag racing. Eddie Ryan on the gas pedal. Green flag is out. Chad Wheeler having a little bit of an issue there. He's going to drop about 3 or 4 spots here on the start as Molnar in the 56 gets around him. Here comes Wheeler back to the outside in that 88.
And Wheeler looking to get around the outside of Mike Molnar for turn number 4. He can't make the move. This is your battle for 4th and 5th on the racetrack. Keep an eye on the 00 of William Brickley. He's trying to make it work on the high side as well. But now Molnar going to fight back to the inside. They make contact. Wheeler goes around. They keep it going somehow. And cars squeeze on by. This is unbelievable. How about Josh Phillips? He's now up into, I think, position 5, I think it is.
Yeah, more wreck towards the back. The 15 and the 88 ended up getting into it with each other back here in the back of the pack. And Kilinowski Jr., unfortunately, receives the bad end of that deal. As the 56, he's still bouncing off of people. Here goes Drew Phillips around him. Oh, he's into Wheeler again on the front stretch. No cautions are going to come out here tonight as Eddie Ryan still out front. He's got a hard charge in 57 of Anthony Lepresto right behind him, and John Lepresto behind them about a good second off of the two leaders right now. Brickley and Dow are fighting for that 5th position as well. The 00 was involved in that earlier incident, trying to run that inside line. Dow going around the high side. He's got the spot.
Yeah, just trying to keep an eye on the battle for your transfer spot right now. At the moment, it's Matty Arnold in that 34. He's got Eric Huff and Drew Phillips as well. Both come from the C main, so that's your battle. Well, that's the battle that I'm looking at the moment. And Phillips and Huff, they're both going to put pressure on as Phillips now cuts down to the low side. He tags the tail tank of that nice place car of Matty Arnold. Matty Arnold's doing a nice job to hang on.
Yeah, that's the battle for the transfer right now. Huff and Phillips coming from the C main, trying to make it into the feature here tonight. Phillips all over the back of that number 34 in Matty Arnold. There goes Huff with the slide job. He's got the spot in front of that 34. Great move from the 14. They're wiggling, dancing down the backstretch. 3 wide for the final transfer spot.
Wow, Drew Phillips gets around the pair of them. Wow, these sprint cars are all over the racetrack at the moment, especially coming off the corner. Phillips now into the wall, give the transfer spot back to Matty Arnold. And Devin Fraser, well, he's in 8th, so your top 8 right now have sort of checked away from your battlees in the transfer spot.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see how tore up this track is now. Everybody's skating around, especially back here with that final transfer spot. Phillips, oh, he's in the wall. The 22 bounces off the guardrail there. Eric Huff going to throw the slider and get it back around him for that 10th position. And Frazier, he's a little slow now. He's starting to backpedal back to the other people, but the checkered flag is out. Anthony Lepresto gets to win. Daniel Dow, Eddie Ryan, John Lepresto, Josh Phillips, William Brickley, Ted Liette, Devin Frazier, and Matty Arnold going to transfer to your A main. Sorry, we were just so focused on these battles, we forgot it was 10 laps here.
10 laps in a sprint car around Knoxville Raceway doesn't take that long. Let me tell you, less than 3 minutes. 2 minutes 55.370 was Anthony Lepresto's time to complete the 10 laps. We have a 2-minute warm-up session here for the guys in tonight's feature event. It'll be 30 laps in distance, and I believe they're going to invert the 6, so whoever started, I think David Holloman's going to grab the pole here.
Yeah, Heileman's going to get the pole here. Simmelman going to be back into the 6th position here. Heat winners, Simmelman, Bolin, Bergeron, Dylan Simmelman, and Lewis Hewitt going to start 6th through 2nd, respectively. And then Heileman, who finished 2nd, I believe, in the first heat, going to get the pole here tonight. So all you Heilemaniacs out there, you're going to have something good to cheer for the start of this race. But, I mean, another stack field here with the Team VLR series. A little bit of a warm-up. And, of course, you know, you're watching this live. We are Off-Camera TV. Got to thank everybody, all the sponsors and stuff. We're going to get to those after the feature race and the interviews. But this is going to be the Accelerated Sprint Car Series presented by the Dirt Collective.
Well, it's interesting to see what this track is going to be doing right now. It looks like it's had a bit of a scratch. It's gone back to almost a clean track, and so the driver's going to get their chance to, you know, to rework this track in. And from what we've seen in the heat races and the C and B main, it's going to be a totally different track come A main time now.
Now only going to have 30 laps, so not a lot of time for a lot of these guys stacked back here in the back. The transferred from that B main, so they're going to have to get on that gas and try and make as many moves as they possibly can here. Heileman destroyed his car there. That was hilarious. But we are going to the grid for our feature event here. 30 laps on the board. And going to wait for these guys to start loading on to the pit lane here, ready to unleash these 410 sprint cars around the Knoxville Raceway. All right, and a couple more drivers need to get up here before we go down to starting grid. Maybe it works this time. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to or not, but let's try it anyway. Let's get your starting grid for tonight's feature event. And my producer said that's a big nope and a half. So we're just going to roll down it. The ticker is going to have the actual grid going through it. So if you see your favorite driver, you know where they're going to start from. David Heilemann on pole here tonight as we are rolling out here. Fireworks going off in the background. Lewis Hewitt in that 666 going to start to the outside of row number 1. The 3 car of Dylan Silverman in 3rd, and in 4th, the 12 of Alex Bergeron. 93 of Graham Bolin and the 18 of Austin Silverman make up row 3. 7th went to Tommy Rowe in the 38. The 31 of Corey Hines in 8th. The 5 of Nelson Webster in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 going to be the 27 of Wade Lamar. 11th and 12th go to the 84 Chris Brenner and the 99 of Trevor Cheney.
Howard Weaver starts out of position 13 to his outside, Ryan Gaunt. Starting out of position 15 is Cole Newhoff, to his outside is John Lepresto, Daniel Dow, Eddie Ryan make up row number 9. Row number 10 on the inside, it's John Lepresto lining up alongside Josh Phillips, William Brickley and Ted Liette, Devon Fraser and Matty Arnold, your 24 starters in tonight's main event. 30 laps on the board. Where's who you got quickly?
I got to go with my boy Bergeron, the number 12 car.
I'll go with my countryman Hewitt.
All right, 10-4. Well, we're both on the outside. Let's see if Hewitt gets caught sleeping here on this initial start. David Heilemann has command of the field. Pace car is off, and we are green flag for our 30-lap feature tonight. Heilemann gets a good jump over the rest of the field. Hewitt all the way back into 3rd right now. He's got Bergeron to his inside as they're coming off of turn number 2, 2 by 2, 2 rows deep.
A nice little side-by-side battle here between Bergeron and Hewitt. Here comes Austin Simon now, making his way up into your top 5. Bergeron is going to clear Hewitt into turn number 1 and 2. Hewitt going to fight back on the outside as they come down the back straight away. How about David Heilemann, your race leader, put the battle on for the minor placings?
Yeah, 2nd place is about to heat up here. Here goes Bergeron to the inside of Dylan Simmelman. But to no avail, he's not going to be able to get that spot right yet as Austin Silverman in at 18. He's now on the back of that 666 of Hewitt. And now coming back out to complete lap 4 here. It's still, we got a caution out. Looking for the culprit. See, Howard Weaver fell way back there. Believe he might have been it. Yeah, it does look like it. A little bit of a bumping in front of him. The 20 came down into him, spins him out in front of the rest of the back of the pack. Weaver, though, he gets that car going back in the right direction. The 07, though, he's in the worst position you could possibly be in the race. He's in dead last.
I'll just think you can only go forward from here if you can pass a couple of cars. But hey, first caution out in tonight's main event. We had 4 laps complete before it did come out, so it'll give a chance for these drivers to stack, to rack them and stack them back up again. And David Heilemann looked good in the opening couple of laps.
And he sure did. And now Dylan Silverman gets the opportunity to start on the outside of row number 1. And, Heilemann being the leader, he gets to dictate the start. He gets to call the shots as when the race goes back to green flag conditions. So at 29, it's all on him. Silverman's popping wheelies in 3rd right now. That's impressive.
Well, I think he's a bit antsy. I think he's wants to get on the gas a little bit too early. But I mean, hey, it's that outside row that generally struggles here on restarts. So it's going to be interesting to see how that number 3 goes. I mean, you look at the top 3 on your inside. You got Heilemann, you got Bergeron, you've got Austin Simon as well. Corey Hines back there in the 31 as well. He's back in 7th as well. So all good cars on the inside. And I mean, there's a lot of good cars throughout the field. But I mean, it's that restart that the leader has the advantage. That third place car will definitely have an advantage over 2nd place.
Well, we're racked back up now 2 by 2 throughout the whole field here. David Heilemann has command of the field. He's playing a little bit of game with him, a little bit of accordion effect. There we go. Green flag back out here at Knoxville. He gets a good jump. Here goes Bergeron underneath Simmelman. As Simmelman, he's all over the back tank of that 29. We got a couple of people in to the wall there, but here we go. Battle for the race lead. Simmelman on the inside doesn't get it. Heilemann pulls away as Bergeron now trying to throw his hat into the ring back here in third.
And track just starting to sling it off just a little bit on the entry at both ends of the racetrack right now. Here comes Bergeron to the low side, and Dylan Simmelman around the outside. Lewis Hill going to throw his name back into the mix as well. Yellow is out just as the start of the kitchen. It was starting to heat up.
And it does look like, looking back here in the pack, may have been, the 20 car got out of shape there after hitting the berm, and the 9 comes in like a wrecking ball and completely obliterates both cars there. I mean, the 20, he kind of phased out of existence there for a little bit, and Josh Phillips, he's missing that front wing on his sprint car.
These race cars are very, very unforgiving. You get any kind of damage on the race cars, and well, it's pretty much your night done. You lose a front wing, you break a shock in the front end, or even the rear end. You break a Jacob's ladder. Any kind of little bit of heavy contact, something breaks on these race cars, you're pretty much done for.
Well, we're going to try this once again. That's the second caution of the evening. And, I mean, the racing up front has been spectacular. I'm pretty sure throughout the rest of the field it is as well. We can only try and, bring you the most exciting thing happening on the racetrack at any given time. But we're back 2 by 2, completing lap 11, working lap 12. We're going to have 12 down and right around... Oh, geez, I'm trying to do math off the top of my head. About 18 laps to go.
We're going to complete lap 12 when they get the green flag. So, yep, your math is on point tonight. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's Sunday. I'm normally never on point on anything. But here we go. Once again, green flag waves. Simmelman goes to the bottom immediately, following Heilemann into turn number 1. Bergeron, Hewitt, and caution flies immediately after the start here, looking for the culprit, and I don't really see who that was, to be honest with you. John Lepresto involved. He moved out there for a little bit, and looks like the 99?
99, yeah, maybe.
Newhoffen had a little piece of it too, but yeah, the 99 of Trevor Chaney also involved in that incident as well. That was quick.
That was a very quick third caution on the night, and back-to-back cautions. Something that we don't like to see here, it is what it is, but David Heilemann, these yellows are helping him, and I wonder if he's got a little bit less fuel than the rest of the competitors on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's one thing that these guys definitely wanted to find out before they got into these cars here for the feature, if they had enough gas or not. I believe Simmelman, he's back there playing around, popping wheelers and stuff. I'm pretty sure he's confident on what's in his fuel tank. But the rest of the guys, you don't really see them, mucking about, and looks like the 12 is going to come into pit lane here. No, he's not. A little bit of jokes down there with that number 12. He's going to fall back in line here with the rest of the field. Pretty sure if we get another one, we'll go to single file restarts. But yeah, double file restarts aren't working out so well here early on in this race, just past halfway.
That's right, and single file. Well, makes things a little bit more tough for the drivers to make some passes here. But when as I said, when you're back-to-back cautions, single file is the best thing for these drivers. Behind David Heilemann gets us back underway and leads immediately by about a couple of car lengths over Dylan Simmelman right now. Bergeron back there in third. Lewis Hewitt Got pressure from Austin Simmons as they went into 1 and 2. Now Bergeron looks to the low side into 3 and 4. He's going to keep it pinned low. But Dylan Simmons trying to keep the momentum up on the high side. David Holman, he's going to lead another lap. And VLR members running 1, 2, and 3 at the moment.
Yeah, the break in the VLR party right now is that 666 of Heilemann. As Bergeron, he's hitting that berm just a little bit too much. He's getting ready to come under fire from the number 666 of Lewis Hewitt, who's got Austin Simmelman all over the back tank of that number 666. And just as the battle up front started to heat up, caution once again flies on the racetrack. Looking forward, and it does look like maybe Weaver and Lepresto got into it there. Weaver's definitely around. He was, Liette got hit about a 20. Liette comes back up the track in Cole Cox, the 07 in Weaver, and everybody else gets around. Weaver's going to take a pit here and see if he can't fix any of that damage. Try to stay on the lead lap.
You're right now that 07, he's not. It's more than likely going to be done for. That just the way that race car is just sitting right now, it doesn't look healthy. It's leaning more and more on the right rear than what it normally should. So I think that 07 is going to have a tough time to get through at least a couple of drivers. That's for sure.
Well, we should still be single file. We are under 10 laps to go now. Working 10 to go under. Accompaniment by the pace truck out here. He's probably led the most laps here tonight.
David Holloman's led from the drop of the green flag, so what do we had? 4? Is our 4th caution?
Yeah, we're under our 4th caution of the evening. Heilemann, Simmelman, Bergeron, Hewitt, Simmelman, your top 5. As we're starting to work lap 22 now. And I believe the lights are off the pace truck. We're about to go back to green flag running.
Quick calculations. So far out of the 22 laps that are going to be complete, pace cars led 12. David Holman led 10.
So I was still right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we get a good green flag run to the end here. Heilemann has command of the field. Green flag back out here at Knoxville. Heilemann gets a good jump over Simmelman. But Simmelman, he's definitely hungry, and he's coming. There goes Austin Simmelman with a slider on Hewitt. Hewitt crosses him over back to the inside in that 666. Now Simmelman on the top side. Hewitt going to slide up in front of that 5th place driver. Hewitt still in the 4th position. As both of them took the slide job line right there. And Heilemann, he's under fire now. Battle for the race lead. Simmelman, Heilemann, and Bergeron. Caution comes out just in the nick of time for David Heilemann. And
this will have a look, try and have a look and see who, well, the other, I believe we're being told the 39.
Oh, yeah. He, can't tell who he got into there. 34, Matty Arnold. That's who he ended up getting into. Phillips, Weaver, and all of them do a good job of avoiding that flipping car. But time is definitely running out. We're going to get one more restart in. Once the white flag drops, any wrecks happen behind them. We're still green flag racing, so hopefully we can get to that point here. And Heilemann still out front. Simmelman and Bergeron, they're getting ready to duke it out for the last, I think we're going to have about 3 laps to go when we get the green flag back out.
Sure, Matt, you're on point tonight.
Hey, I tried.
You know what? Somebody better buy you a 6-pack right now.
I still got 2 in the fridge.
Then that makes you can have 8. There ain't nothing wrong with having 8.
Nah, it definitely isn't. But the lights are off of the pace truck once again. Looks like we're going to go back to double file restart here for this last start of the evening. Top 5 still haven't changed since the last time we updated you. Graham Boland, that 93, he's been working hard up here in 6th place, and Hines and Rowe in row number 4. They've been doing pretty good work to stay up here in 7th and 8th place, respectively. But here we go for the final time tonight. Green flag is out. Heileman down and away. He's got Dylan Simmelman all over the fuel tank. There goes Simmelman to the inside with the slide job for the lead. He gets in front of Heileman. Heileman crosses him over. Austin Simmelman tried the same thing, but Bergeron got back around him. Heileman throws the slider back to the flag stand. We got 2 to go.
2 to go. Simmelman now with a slide job, and here comes Bergeron. Nearly 3 wide for the race lead. Contact between Bergeron, Dylan Simmelman and Heileman as well. Here comes Bergeron right through the middle as the yellow flag comes out. But they're going to race to the checkers right now. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Don't count out Austin Simmelman now. It's Simmelman, Bergeron, Simmelman, and Heileman. Into 3 and 4, Dylan Simmelman looks good, but Alex Bergeron, is he going to pickpocket him out the line off turn number 4? No! Dylan Simmelman comes away with the win. Bergeron will grab 2nd, and 3rd will go to Austin Simmelman.
Man, that's heartbreaking for that 29. Heileman from 1st to 4th on that last exchange. But the Simmelman brothers take up 2/3 of the podium here tonight with Bergeron right in the middle. Results are going to be a little screwy, so we're going to have to go back and look at the line there. We did have the top 3 done for you, so looks like the 93 of Graham Bowling going to come home in 5th. 6th is going to go to the 31 of Corey Hines. The 5 of Nelson Webster gets 7th. 8th is going to be the 57 of Anthony Lopresto. 9th goes to the 38 of Tommy Rowe. And the 20 of Ryan Gaunt rounds out your top 10. Cole Newhoff in 11th. Then we're going to have William Brickley, or actually Howard Weaver gets 12th. William Brickley 13th. Daniel Dow in 14th. Lewis Hewitt, don't know what happened to him. There was a big pile up into 1 on the final lap. But Hewitt looks to get that 14th position or 15th position with John Lopresto getting 16th, Josh Phillips 17th, 18th goes to Matty Arnold. Chris Brenner in 84 gets 20th, I think, if I'm doing my count still correctly. And then Wade Lamar, Ted Liette, Eddie Ryan, and Trevor Cheney rounds out your field. And let's see if we can't find a couple of these guys. Excuse me. I know we got a couple of them in here. Let's see. We got 2nd place, 3rd place, and then we just need the winner. I don't know if he's in the Discord or not, but we'll see here. We're going to go ahead and bring up our 3rd place finisher, the 18 of Austin Simmelman. You got a copy there, bud?
I do.
All right. Well, exciting race there in the feature. You know, you win your heat, end up inverted into 6th for the start of the feature, worked your way back up through the field. I mean, you were sitting there in 4th, 5th spot the whole night. A lot of cautions tonight, though. So, tell us how it was from inside that 18.
It was a little frustrating, to be honest with you. I qualified, I got quick time, and had a great race in the heat and managed to win that. And we inverted again, so made it difficult but fun. It was definitely fun trying to battle my way up through there, and hope everybody enjoyed it.
Well, you definitely had a interesting ride back there. I mean, you and Hewitt were duking it out when we had those green flag laps for a good long time. So, good on that 18. With the season just about 2-3 weeks out, what can you take away from this and put towards the season?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I feel very confident going into it. Regardless, I feel like I'm pretty quick right now. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Tonight was a lot of fun battling my way through there, and I know I can do it. I just wish we had some more laps to run there, but that's racing, and definitely looking forward to it.
All right. Well, any shout outs, any thank yous you want to give before we let you go and celebrate this 3rd place finish?
Yeah, absolutely. I had the new car tonight, Dirt Collective on it. Hope everybody over there enjoyed it. Thank you guys for coming on board with VLR. It's really awesome. And them and Accelerated was also on the car as well. So everybody over those two, go give them a like on Facebook. They got some awesome pages. I've watched probably half the videos Dirt Collective has put out there. So they do a great job, as well as Matt Hill for painting the car and making it look really cool. Him and Dirt Division. So definitely them and you guys for putting this on.
All right. Well, thank you for running and everything. And, we'll be seeing you. I'm pretty sure we'll have a couple more fun runs between now and when the new season kicks off. So congratulations to the 18 of Austin Simmelman. We're going to bring in the 12 of Alex Bergeron. Not a unfamiliar face in the booth. How you doing tonight, bud?
Good, decent, I should say.
Yeah, well, ran top 3 all night. Finally there at the end, Heilemann made a couple of little mistakes, costly mistakes, but you benefit from it and bring that 12 car home in second place.
Yeah, for sure. I had a good battle with Austin and Dylan at the end, but the track was very tacky for some reason, and that's like a single file at the time. So I mean, I wish we could have seen a slick track tonight and love battles, but that's what it is, and we'll take second tonight.
Well, like I said, not an unfamiliar face in the booth here. I mean, pretty much any time you get into one of these VLR sessions, you're in the top 3 in the finishing order. And we got the season getting ready to kick off here in a couple of weeks. We'll be seeing you there.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be there all the time.
All right. Well, congratulations goes out to you in that number 12. Any thank yous, any shout outs you want to give before we see if we can't get the race winner in here?
First off, congrats to Dylan for the win and Austin third place. So Team VR top 3 tonight. Big thanks as well for their collective to get on aboard with Team VLR for the season, and all the guys at VLR pretty much, and you guys for broadcasting, and all my sponsors and guys, and we'll see you next time.
All right, 10-4. Congrats again. Goes to the 12 of Alex Bergeron, second place finisher tonight. And Brett, I believe you're down there with the winner.
Yeah, just hopefully he gets his mic sorted. I just got a mic, so Dylan, you got a copy. All right, you might have to click on Discord just for it to work. But I don't know, some people have this issue. But now he's got a mic. Just made everything get it figured out in time, but
yeah, we'll give him a minute to get it all situated.
pretty fast night tonight, Wes. I'll wait for Dylan to get his stuff. So pretty fast night. Five heat races, a C main, a B main, and an A main. Just done in a little bit over than an hour.
You guys got a copy?
There we go.
Oh yes, we do, Dylan. Hey, bud, congratulations on picking up the win here tonight. Got to be happy about
that. Track was tackier than I expected, so starting second, I was pretty lucky, or third actually, but got to second early and good race with David there at the end.
Yeah, you had to stick behind David there for majority, about 27 laps or so. But in the end, it was that final restart where you got the good jump and you just threw a slutty gun into one. Talk about that last restart there.
Yeah, I knew I had to get a good restart there because there's only about 2 laps to go. So I got a good restart, and I was right on the tail of David, touched him a little bit, but wasn't really anything. And then I just sended it pretty much, and hopefully it sticked, which it did.
Talk about how different the track was compared to your heat race. Looked like you struggled a little bit there, and your heat race looked like it was just kind of like a motocross track out there.
Yeah, the heat race, I was joking about that. It was literally bumps going off the corner. I've never seen it that slick, so that was pretty interesting. And I was kind of happy it'd be tackier because I'm usually fast when it's tacky. So I was pretty excited about that.
Look, man, congratulations on beating a pretty stout field and also, beating a couple of home of your teammates here in first. You got any sponsors or shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, just Team VOR, Austin, and them guys for helping out with setups and stuff, and that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.
Oh, Wes, back to you, and Dylan Silver comes away with a win.
All right. Well, I definitely think we found a format that we're going to run next season with. This has been an absolute blast, the last two broadcasts. I want to thank everybody out there on the Facebook here at Dirt Collective for tuning in and watching tonight. And, thank them for coming on board with the Sprint Car Series. Accelerated, going to be a title sponsor for all three series. Got to thank them as well. We'll get a couple of words from our sponsors after we get out of here. But for Brett, and Dylan, we are OCTV and we are out. Are you struggling with balance and handling issues on your real car? Then look no further to Team Friday Chassis Consultant. If you're tired of running mid-pack and getting mediocre results, then let us help you get your program turned around. Let Team Friday put you back into victory lane today. You can go to the Team Friday Facebook page and like or look up Jason Friday Quarter on Facebook. Go and give Team Friday's Facebook page a like and get back into victory lane today. And we would also like to thank Kenny Wallace Dirt Racing Experience for putting on the championship prizes for our champions in both of our series. They get a free 15-lap dirt track experience around a dirt track of their choosing. So big thanks out to the Kenny Wallace Dirt Racing Experience. You can find them on Facebook by typing in your search bar, Kenny Wallace Racing Experience. And as always, a huge shout out goes to the following sponsors: STLRacing.com, Farmer City Raceway, Volusia Speedway Park, the Tennessee Punch Bunch, St. Louis Dirt Track Racing, Magnolia Motor Speedway, Dirt Unlimited, RacingJunk.com, the Dirt Racing Connection, and RacingIn.com, the most used online directory of racetracks across the U.S., connecting hundreds of thousands of race fans with grassroots racing every year. To search through more than 1,200 tracks, head to RacingIn.com.